Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Today we're going to continue working on the second part of my Lapbook tutorial. I hope you guys are excited and let's get right to it. So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited because this tutorial is going to be so much fun. I have a lot of fun different features already created. Usually I don't create my tutorials ahead of time. I go with the flow as I record, and I think most of you know that. But this time I actually did a sketch and I planned and I have measurements, and I do have a PDF tutorial coming up soon on my website, and it's just so much fun. So last time we worked on the base and we worked on the first level, which is this first ½ inch section that you see in there. I went ahead and I added magnets into my Lapbook, but as you can see, I only have little tiny magnets, so I'm using quite a lot of magnets in there. I'm only using these little 10 by 1. They're super tiny, but they do the job. You just have to use a lot of them. So yeah, so I have 6 rows and it works just fine. So the first level is sitting basically ½ inch away from the base, and today we're going to work on level number 2, which is going to come on top of these. We are going to be building a section here on this 8 by 8 side. This is probably going to be more on the flatter side, and then we're going to come back and work on the base. The base you want at the end, because as you see, we are attaching the hinges into the base. So you definitely want to do that before you start building here. This is what we're going to do level 2 right now. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So we are going to start with a piece of 11 by 8 inches, and we're going to score at 1 inch and at 2 inches along the 11-inch side, and then we're just gonna fold along these 2 score lines, and this 1 inch here is what is going to be attached to the base, and this 1 inch is gonna be your gusset, which is going to sit on top of the first level. Okay, so now we're going to use a piece that measures 8 by 10 inches, and along the 10-inch side we are going to score at 3/4 inches and 1 inch and at 5.5. Okay, so now we're gonna fold along the score lines. I'm gonna do the 4.5 right here, and then this little 3/4 inch is going to be what is gonna attach to the page, and the 1/4 inch is your gussets. Okay, so that's gonna attach to your book like this, but this is gonna open up like that. And on this side over here, we're going to add another couple of folds. So make sure that your let's see, your little gusset, it's facing to the top. Okay, and we're gonna open it like this. So basically you have the attachment on your left and this flap on your right. So then I'm going to use 2 pieces of 8.5 by 4.25, and we're going to score along the 8.5 inch side at ½ inch. So I'm just gonna do it on the other side, which is 8 inches. Okay, just like that. And we're gonna fold along the score lines, just like this, and we are going to attach this page to the bottom. So I'm going to use my glue. I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue on this ½ inch piece, just like that, and we're going to line this up. And this is gonna be smaller than this flap, just a little bit, so you want to line it up with the outside edge. And then I'm going to add the second one on the same side. So I'm just gonna do the button again right here and just kind of connect it. So it's gonna be a long fold out piece, and we're just gonna add some glue and we're gonna just line it up. Okay, so now we have this page that folds out like this, this will fold out like this as well. So I'm just gonna press this down to make sure that it folds really good. If yours is not folding all the way down, you might want to trim this just a little bit, because sometimes it's touching on the bending line, and that's what happens. But I think mine is working okay. And then this is gonna close down like that. Now we're gonna attach these to the main page here for this level. So I'm just gonna glue this 3/4 inch to these sides. Okay, and I'm just going to line this up now. I'm just gonna move it to the side like this, and just make sure it's lined up all the way like that. And there you go. Make sure you don't glue on top of your little gussets here. So now we have half of the page built up. This is gonna open up, and it's gonna open up again, and then this piece is going to fold down and down. And I think it's just a little fun page to have. Now we're gonna work on this other side here. So we're gonna use 2 pieces of 8 3/4 by 4 1/2, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1/4 inch. Okay, and we're gonna do the same for the other side, 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch. Again, we're creating these little 1/4 inch gussets that we are going to need for the other side of the page. So I'm going to fold along the score lines. Okay, so now we're going to add 1 on the top and 1 on the bottom on the other side here. So we're just gonna add the glue on the 1/2 inch flap and just line it up with the top. And there you go. That's 1 on the top. And then we're gonna open this up, make sure this is nice and center. And we're gonna do this one on the bottom. Okay, so now we're just going to line this up here, just like that. Okay, so then we have, whoops, this move. There you go. So then we have 1 opening flap to the top, 1 to the bottom, just like this. And what we're gonna do here is create another flap opening to the left. So then I have a piece of 8 inches by 5 inches, and I'm going to score at 1/2 inch, and we're going to fold along the score lines, just like that. And for this piece, you want to cut a little bit on the corners, just a little section off like that, just so it doesn't touch the other layouts. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So when we open this up right here, you want to make sure that this is not going to interfere with the bending lines on the bottom and the top opening flaps. So now we're just going to line this up, and we're gonna glue this 1/2 inch section down to the side of this page. Okay, so we're just going to place this right here like so. And I'm going to press down. And I like this layout because after when you open all of these, you have one large area to put one large picture if you want to. And then we also have different dynamic features on both sides. Okay, so now I'm going to cover up this section here with my design paper because I want to build on top of here a little feature. But the rest of the pages, I'm just gonna cover up off camera. And then of course I'll come back and show you how everything looks at the end. So I'm just going to glue this piece here. This measures 7 3/4 by 4 1/4. I always do 1/4 inch smaller than the size of the page that I'm adding. And for this page, I thought it would be really fun to do like a little one of those accordion pockets, and for that I'm going to use some envelopes. So now I have some black envelopes here. You can use any ones that you have on your stash, and if they're big, it's okay because we're gonna cut these in half. You just want to make sure that your envelope is going to fit within this space. So if it's a large envelope like this, we're actually going to cut it down to size to be like this. So I'm going to do probably two. We only have a 1/4 inch gusset in that, so you don't want to make this too big. So I'm just going to use 2, I think. And I'm going to cut these ones in half. Now, since I don't know what mine measure or what yours measure, we're just gonna fold it in half and figure out what size that is. So I'm just gonna press down like that. And we are going to first glue down this pocket opening or envelope. We're just gonna close that. Same thing here. So like this. Now I'm just gonna close that. Okay, so same with this one. I'm going to fold down in half. Just like this. Oops. Okay, and then you want to cut out this top section here. So we're just gonna cut a small little opening. So let me bring my paper cutter and just like that. And make sure that you cut evenly for both of your envelopes so they're the same size. So this one, again, I'm gonna fold in half and you're gonna cut. And I think I'm just cutting out about 1/8 of an inch, just a tiny little piece, a little bit bigger. Okay. Okay, so that's all we're cutting here. And so now we're just gonna glue this together here. So on the envelopes, the first envelope, you just want to add some glue on the center. So we're just gonna go probably about 1 inch away from the edge, just like that. That's where you want to put your glue. And we're just gonna close these together. And then I'm going to do the same on this other envelope. Just some glue on the center and glue these two together like this. And then we are going to add some glue on the center on one of them so we can join these two envelopes together. Okay, and there you go. We have an extendable accordion pocket. Quick and easy to do, I think. And I'm just gonna wait for my glue to dry. But when we open this up, this is actually going to extend like this. It looks like a flower. And now we're gonna add the envelope pockets on this page here. And to do that, I'm also going to glue just the center like this. Okay, and then we're just gonna add that right here in the center. I think it's a fun little feature, super easy to do. Actually, I'm gonna go more towards the side because we are going to add cards into here, or photo mats, and you want to make sure they stick out a little bit so they're easy to put in and out. And there you go. So there's your extendable pocket right there on this page. And I wanted to do this pocket like that because this collection has so many different features that you can play with. So I'm just gonna cut these apart, and those are gonna go in my pockets, and I think they're gonna make a perfect little photo mat or journaling area. So now let's go ahead and do the closure for this page. So now I'm going to use some of my scrap pieces. I'm going to use 2, and I'm going to cut these ones at 5, and these already measure 4, so these are gonna be 5 by 4, these 2 little pieces. But what I want to do is just cut a little section off, so I'm going to hold the 2 together, that way the section comes out even, and I'm just going to do a random cut right there like this. And now we're going to score this piece. Let me grab my scoreboard. So we are going to score this piece at 1/2 inch on the 2 sides, but you want to make sure that you have them opposite. So we're gonna do 1/2 inch and 1, and then for this one I'm going to flip this to that other side right there, and we're going to do 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here. So I'm just going to do 1/2 inch there and 1/2 inch here, which is the same. It's just sometimes when you score, it's easier to fold back, I think, than to fold forward. It looks kind of weird, so that's why I want to make sure that we score on the same side as well, on the best side. So now I'm going to cut down the corner like that, just as if we were making a little pocket, and we're gonna fold along the lines. Okay, so we're just gonna fold along the lines for both of these, and we're gonna glue one down on this side, and we're gonna do the other one on the other side, and we're going to actually do another pocket closure. So on the first level we did like a belly band closure, and this is going to be a pocket closure, which are kind of fun, and they're actually good if you're trying to save on magnets, because I don't have very many right now. So we're just gonna glue that down, and we're going to do the same with this other one. I'm just going to fold along the score lines, and we're going to glue this down. And I think this one just came unglued. Just gonna press down in there, and we're going to do this corner down here, just like that. So you want to, maybe I'll do a little more glue right there, and press this down one more time, and there you go. So now we have these 2 pockets. I'm gonna wait for this to dry, and then we're going to create another little folder to put in here. So I cut 2 pieces of cardstock. One measures 8.5 by 7.5, and the other one measures 8.5 by 8. So we're going to score along the 8 inches at 1/2 inch. So we're just gonna score right there, and we're going to join these 2 pieces together, just like we did on the first level. And this is going to be a little folder where you can add more pictures, probably larger pictures, and it's also going to be the closure for this section. So I'm just going to join these 2 pieces together. There you go, just like that. And I really like having these large photo areas. You can put a large picture, or you can collage smaller ones, but it definitely gives you more choices. Okay, so now we're just gonna grab your little section, and we're gonna put this folder in there, just like that. And that's gonna keep this page nice and close. So finally, we are going to add these into our book. So I'm going to open up my level 1, and we're gonna add level 2 right here. So like I said, you are just going to glue down on this 1 inch area here. So I'm just gonna add my glue, and then we're gonna place these along the left side of your book. Make sure you add a good amount of glue. Okay, and then we're just going to, I'm going to lay these flat so I can see where I'm putting this right now. And you just want to go right next to that folding line without touching it. So we're just going to put that right there, and I'm just going to press down on this just like that. And there you go. So now we have this added here, and we're going to fold this in, and this one is going to go right on top like that. We are gonna build on the base here, so this is going to lay flat. Right now it's kind of folding down, but we're gonna do that on the next part of this tutorial. We will finish up the base and also this 8x8 layout right there. So I hope that you guys are enjoying the tutorial. I really am having so much fun with this book. I can't wait to see it all come together, and yeah, I hope that you guys are excited as well. I am gonna have the write-up available after I finish doing all the video editing, and so it will be available on the website as soon as the last video is posted. I promise. I will have the link on the description box down below as well. And so yeah, so I want to thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.